Okay, so this is the day of the dirt. And I've got a hanging fluorescent light just to give me some better lighting down here because this is a basement. It's you can tell it's well used storage, junk, and my space. This is where I work. It needs a cleanup, and yeah, I am a bit of a plant phobe. No, those aren't fish tanks. Those are orchids and bonsai. This is the bitch that we are going to deal with today. So step one is to get a fish out. The two neons are out. They're back in the tank upstairs. They look a lot happier. Everybody else in the tank upstairs is happy. All I gotta do now is drain the water. There's going to be some loss of life with the snails. That's to be expected, but I know from having taken gravel out of tanks, snails are actually a lot more resilient than they seem to be. So, yeah, we'll give this a shot. Back in a bit. Okay, so 2.5 hours later, there's dirt. And part of me was thinking that was a crazy ordeal, but mostly I'm looking and thinking, not bad. Yes, there's not a lot of plants in here. And the reason for that is, well, there's twofold actually. I work nights. I've ordered some plants from the States. They deliver on Monday and Tuesday. So because I work nights, I'm going to have to um, work fast once the plants come. I would have liked to have planted everything, but okay, so let's just take a close up here. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sorts there. Um, I've got some red leaves coming out, and that was just planted in the gravel. And I'm not entirely sure. Um, I know they're dwarfed because I've had grown these things when I was younger underneath incandescent lights, and when I put them under fluorescent lights, they just went pow. I also got a chunk of Java moss from upstairs, and I think this is hornwort. And my T5s. Now down here, those are the sticks that Java ferns grow from. Now, it's just, they're green, so there's life in there. They're photosynthesizing, I think. I'm going to see what they do under the lights. Now, this is the one. I forgot I had these. Dwarf lilies. There's two bulbs, and in the back there, oh, this is really poor. I'm going to zoom back and see if that, yeah, that's better. Um, Two bulbs that I just stuck into the dirt, and it looks like an offshoot. Now, what you can't see is somewhere in this Java moss, there's actually a crip that's growing just madly in there. So we'll see what happens. The filter's going. I'm gonna go pick up some shrimp tonight. And you know, I was thinking about this. We're gonna have to do water changes, obviously, but some of the best uh, growing conditions for plants exist in really cloudy water in nature anyway. So I'm not too worried about the cloud. I know that there's going to be, ooh. Now this is interesting. What is that? It looks like some kind of a slug. I have never seen it. You know what it is? I think it's a snail without a shell. How cool is that? Wow. Yeah, and you can see there's bubbles coming out because I made the mistake of not putting this stuff in. The dirt should have been wet when I put it in, obviously, but you live and learn. Um, it's sloped towards the back. The gravel, I'll live with it. Anyway, yeah, and I can see on the glass there's ram's horn snail eggs, and some of the snails manage to keep going. I'm not worried about that. Snails will come back. I like snails. They're beneficial. I'm one of these people that goes by the snails. So anyway, that is the dirted tank so far. I've got to say it was a lot of work, and it's going to continue to be a lot of work, but this is by no means finished. So, that's it. Signing off. Come back in a week or so.